So I'm sure that over the past few years you've seen many videos about what other characters can come to Super Smash Bros. Usually these videos have a certain theme to it, such as adding a single character from every single series or giving every single character an Echo Fighter. However, there's one of these kind of themes, if you will, that I haven't really seen done anywhere, so I wanted to see if I could tackle it myself. That being, what if we add one character from every single company represented in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This video is more of an open discussion than a definitive list. I'll basically be explaining who would be the most popular / best choices from these companies, and we can decide together who would be the best. Unless of course it's a company only known for one character, then there's nothing we can do about that. Anyway, let's get right into it. The first company on the list is obviously Nintendo themselves, and I think we all know there's only one character from the entire Nintendo history that everyone can agree we all want, that being Waluigi. In all seriousness though, Nintendo is just way too large of a company and with too many IP to be able to put it down to one single character. For example, we are pretty well overdue for a new Zelda character that isn't just another Link, or we can choose a character from the forgotten Nintendo franchises such as Golden Sun or Chibi-Robo. Again, there's way too many choices for this one, so I'll let you fight it out in the comments. Although HAL Laboratories have a decent amount of IP to their name, realistically if we're going to be getting anything from there, it's going to be from the Kirby franchise. And if we're going to be getting any character from the Kirby franchise, I think it's best to say that everyone wants Bandana Waddle Dee. The only other characters from the Kirby franchise that would even come close would be some of the boss characters such as Marks. However, I think it's safe to say that Bandana Waddle Dee is the best bet. Now, all of these companies are related to Pokemon and pretty much only Pokemon. So it's safe to say that from these companies we'll be getting a new Pokemon character, and chances are that would be a character from Gen 8. Who from Gen 8 I'm not really sure about because I don't really play Pokemon. However, what I'd love to see instead is a revisit to the Pokemon trainer archetype. For example, just make another Pokemon trainer but from a different region. What do you think? Would a Gen 8 Pokemon trainer work in Smash? Similar to the previous section, Shigesato Itoi is basically known for one thing, and that is the Mother franchise. From what most people say, the best character from the Mother franchise would be either Porky Minch or Ninten. However, Ninten would probably be too similar to Ness, and we don't want 3 clones of each other like what we have with Link, so Porky Minch is probably the best bet. However, I'd much rather to be able to play the Earthbound games legally in the West than get a new Earthbound character in Smash. So there's that, I guess. Intelligent Systems are mainly known for the Fire Emblem series. However, I think we can all agree that we have enough characters from that one. Instead, we can look to some of the other titles that Intelligent Systems have developed. For example, the WarioWare, Advance Wars series, and even Paper Mario. I think Paper Mario would probably be the best choice for this one, as such a moveset would be vastly different to the regular Mario's one, unlike Link, which is literally all the same across all incarnations. For Konami, the only new series I can think of would probably be Contra and maybe Silent Hill. However, to be honest with you, I'd probably much rather a new character from the Castlevania series, probably Alucard, but I've only really played the first NES game, so I'm not entirely sure about that. Sega is rather simple. We just need a new Sonic character by now, and multiple in fact. If we only had to get one Sonic character, I'd settle on either Eggman, Tails, or Knuckles. However, Eggman is probably the best choice because of Ultimate's inclusion of all the boss/enemy characters, like K. Rool and Ridley. If you had to choose a character not from the Sonic franchise, I'd probably pick a character from Yakuza, because honestly, a character from Yakuza just sounds pretty fun. Now, Capcom is probably going to be the hardest one to choose from because there's just so many good characters from this company that would be great to see in Smash. When it comes to Capcom series already in Smash, we obviously have Mega Man, which we can get someone like Zero for example, and Street Fighter, which we can get someone like Chun-Li. However, when we come to other series, we have things like Resident Evil, Ace Attorney, and Devil May Cry, all of which have characters that people would love to see in Smash. Personally, I never really got the Marvel vs. Capcom Phoenix Wright argument. I mean, just because he's appeared in another fighting game doesn't mean he should appear in every single one. Obviously, a lot of people want Phoenix Wright in Smash, and Sakurai is even able to pull a moveset out of a dog and bird's ass, but like, I just still don't personally get the Marvel vs. Capcom argument. Anyway, for me at least, if we had to get one character from Capcom, it'll probably be Dante or Chun-Li, because I think those movesets can work really well. Although I know some people may not like it, the most requested character from Bandai Namco is probably Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia. I personally don't know much about the Tales series itself, but I do know it's extremely popular in Japan. However, another character I would like to see from Bandai Namco is Klonoa. Although yes, I might have a slight bias because remakes for the first two Klonoa games were just announced, this script was written before that, as you can see on screen right now. So yeah. Klonoa is basically a Bandai Namco version of Kirby, being a very cutesy and colourful game that can produce tough challenges. However, there's one more franchise that I just randomly decided to include in this category, and that being Dark Souls. Although this might sound strange, I saw a lot of people during the Sora reveal trailer saying Dark Souls when they saw Mario approach the fire on the ground. And I mean, if that's what people want, then I might as well include it. However, to be perfectly honest with you, out of these three choices, Lloyd Irving is probably the most likely. Back when I originally wrote the script, Monolithsoft had one character I wanted to include, that being very obviously Cosmos. Although technically this character doesn't actually belong to Monolithsoft, being a property of Bandai Namco, at this point in time, I don't think Bandai Namco really cares that much about Cosmos herself, as Monolithsoft has been using her for pretty much every project they made, even appearing at the front and center of their anniversary artwork. However, as I'm recording this video, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has just been announced, meaning if we get a new character from Monolithsoft, chances are it'll probably be from there. I would still prefer Cosmos though, just saying. Now Square Enix is probably the most problematic one because it's Square Enix. If we're talking about franchises already in Smash, we have Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest, I think we have enough characters, being that Hero is a 4-in-1, and Final Fantasy has like 20 billion games, so we can just pick anyone from anywhere really. However, other franchises that may be fun to include would be Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, someone from the Secret of Mana series, and 2B from Nier Automata. And obviously Geno, but that's never going to happen and we can just forget about it from now. Honestly, my preferred pick would probably be 2B, just because I love Nier Automata so much. However, similar to Pyra and Mithra, chances are she may have to be censored when coming into Smash, probably by increasing the length of her skirt and covering up some of her chest area. Lara Croft may be fun depending on how they decide to design her gameplay, and I just chose Secrets of Mana because Square Enix just has so many JRPGs and I had to choose just one. For Atlus, probably the best choice would be a character from Persona or Shin Megami Tensei. Being that Shin Megami Tensei 5 is currently a Nintendo Switch exclusive, a character from Atlus would probably come from there. Although I haven't really played Persona because, you know, Atlus doesn't want to put any of those games on the Switch, so if you have a favourite Persona character you would like to see in Smash, let me know in the comments. If we're talking about Microsoft, there is honestly only one character we can ever choose, that being the big man himself, Master Chief. This isn't really a contest at all at this point. Master Chief is just the clear winner for this one. Unless you want to include Doomguy, because Microsoft technically owns that now, but we got Doomguy as a Mii, so like, you get what I mean. To be honest, I don't really know much about SNK. I didn't really know about SNK at all before Terry was announced. So if we were to get another character from there, I would say it would probably be another character from the King of Fighters franchise. Although Mai Shiranui would probably be the best choice to come into Smash, we all know that is not going to happen. Although I did make a moveset video for her and it's probably my favourite video I ever made, so if you want you can go check that out. After this video is finished, of course. However, other characters from KOF can include Iori Yagami, Kyo Kusanagi, Athena, or Blue Mary. Honestly, any of these characters would be a great pick to see in Smash. However, if you know any of the other SNK franchises that would be great in Smash, make sure to let me know. Although Mojang is technically Microsoft, it is considered its own thing in the copyright credits, so I'll be talking about it separately. However, Mojang hasn't actually made another game besides Minecraft, so yeah. So honestly, the only thing I can say for this one is to add more costumes for Steve, for example the skeleton or things like that, or make a separate moveset entirely for Minecraft enemies. Depending on how they make it, that can actually turn out pretty well, I believe. The last one is Disney. I went through the list of all the games Disney made that isn't related to their other media IP, like, you know, Disney Princess, Pixar and all that. However, that list is actually quite short, to be perfectly honest with you, consisting of Kingdom Hearts, which technically have all the Disney stuff inside of it, and one other game, that being Spectrobes. Now, who the hell remembers Spectrobes? I've actually played this game back on the DS, and I never realized it was made by Disney. And I also didn't realize it's basically the only game Disney ever made that isn't related to their other media IP, which is just hilarious to me. If you don't know Spectrobes, the only way I can describe it is a futuristic Pokemon, where you have to dig up fossils and then make them alive again and then fight other people with other Spectrobes. I honestly don't remember that much of it, it was about 15 years ago. Anyway, it's safe to say if we have another Disney character in Smash, it'll probably be related to Kingdom Hearts and not Spectrobes, so yeah. Anyway, those are the companies that currently appear in Smash and what other characters they have at their disposal. What do you think would be the best character from the ones I mentioned to come to Super Smash Bros? Or do you have another character you want to choose from these companies? I'm actually kind of confused why Platinum Games doesn't appear in the copyright credits. I'm not entirely sure the whole copyright situation about Bayonetta. I think Bayonetta used to be owned by Platinum, but now it's fully owned by Nintendo and Platinum just makes it. But anyways, if we had to choose a Platinum character, it will probably be the main protagonist from Astral Chain. I honestly think that they could come up with a good moveset with that. So anyway, that's it for me for now, and until next time, see ya.